Good Thursday night matchup in store as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now it's gone. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
10.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
That's a good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Packers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll run for it with Dillon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The Packers cast a wide net last draft season to find starting receivers, and they believe they found something in Dobbs, a 4th rounder. 42 catches, over 400 yards his rookie year. Those are numbers he can build off of.
Well, boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Love.
That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Throwing. Love.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Stop. 17.
Love looking to throw it. Flush. Now the ball comes loose. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Okay, ready? Ready.
Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones with his sixth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
10 cycles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting bent.
Oh, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Goff.
He's He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On the end around, here comes Williams. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Come on, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult?
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Another strong run from the underrated Aaron Jones, who really deserves more credit for what he has done for the Packers. Even splitting carries in an offense that loves to throw it around, Jones put up his 3rd 1,000-yard season in the last 4 years.
It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now Love, he's got this complete to Jones.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready up.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Fight, 60.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal.
And his kick is indeed good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's gone. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibbs is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Goff. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Final play of the half, Love. And this throw will be intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the 3rd quarter.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Glove.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
3rd and 8.
To throw is Goff. Rolling to his right.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate that feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On second down, Dillon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Strike. Check. Strike. Watch out now. Safety Fury.
They run again with Dillon. To the 43, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love.
That's taken in by Watson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
And 4 at the 12-yard line.
Black Ultra.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
And the Packers are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Ready?
The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10.
52 blasters.
In motion left, that's Reed.
Claude red. Hurry, hurry. Hut, hut.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Here we go.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
That's complete to Dobbs.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Ready, go.
Here's Love. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And his kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll go again with Gibbs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Touchdown. Josh Reynolds. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. Love with a give to Dillon.
And he stopped immediately there.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Play action this time with Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Love now.
Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Jones going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Love, he's going to change the play here. Jones again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Ready?
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal. Right, right.
Now Love. Watson making the catch.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Love. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Five, 97. Steal, black.
Love.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he will make his way out of bounds. That stops the clock, but they'll have something else to consider now. It's 4th down here.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Ready.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Mega, mega.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Goff. His throw caught at about the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Lions tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set. Hunt.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Wizards of Melbourne taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
A first carry from a collegiate star here in Wisconsin. It's Jonathan Taylor.
And this will leave him a yard short. Pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Those defense for the Packers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Wizards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Wizards have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the check. 65 catch. 65 catch.
Throwing on first down. Lopez looking for his running back, and he's got him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When you look at this defense,
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Seven Pirates.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Lopez. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCain escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. McCain.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
It's a big play there. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Taylor. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And that'll make it 13-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. McCain. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCain.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Four receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. McCain able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And touchdown! Darnell Mooney, 75 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Lopez now looking to throw on second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Packers at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Here's Lopez on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Lopez. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Lopez.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Come 19, come 19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Lopez to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On first down, McCain. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first and 10, McCain. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Looking to throw. Lopez. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. To throw is Lopez. Throwing on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Lopez.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCain. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
To throw again, Lopez. He finds Watson. It's gone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go. Mustang 19.
Lopez, a final shot before break. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCain. That is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. No street. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Lopez. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on third down, McCain, Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Let's go now. Ready, go.
So that
Penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
So gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
There he goes, right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score, as this remains a 10-point differential.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Off play action. McCain. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on third down. McCain. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 39-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Going back to Love.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And now Love going to change things up.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Second down, Love.
And that is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. This is caught. That's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Wizards.
They run once more with Taylor. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Mooney, the motion man right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Wizards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got Pierce. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Love.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
One last shot now for Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these off.